Cast your mind back to when you first learned how to sail. A lot of us would have started in the trusty Optimist, normally sailed by younger kids under 12. Well, today we're going to do the 10-year sailing challenge with Jack and Sam from the British sailing team. They normally sail lasers, but today we're going to put them in the Optimist and put them to the test. I've heard you've got a little bit of experience in these boats.
Yeah, I used to sail them when I was a kid, when I used to live in Portugal.
How long ago was that?
About 10 years ago.
So you normally sail a laser?
Yeah.
We're pushing 35 knots here. Would you normally go out in these conditions in your laser?
No.
Okay, cool. Right, Sam, come to you. Have you got any experience in these boats?
No, I've never actually sailed an Oppy apart from 3 months ago when I went in for the first time and I sunk.
Okay, good start. So how are you going to take Jack down?
Well, he's a bit of a wimp, to be honest. He doesn't like these kind of conditions, this much wind, so I'm hoping using my strong wind experience I can out-pike him and outsmart him on the water.
Okay, so you told me earlier that you were best friends, teammates, but you also hate each other. Is that true?
Slightly, we go through phases.
Okay, in your last event, who won?
Oh, Jack.
Oh, okay. Jack, who normally wins?
Probably me.
Probably you. Is that right?
No, that's very unlikely.
Okay, so it's very, very windy. Is it going to be total carnage out there?
Who knows? I've never sailed these, so I don't know what will happen, but it's looking at a bit of a fruity day out there, so it should be fun.
Okay, Jack, you've got the experience.
Yeah.
Pressure's on. What is your tactics going to be to beat Sam?
Not capsize, not sink and sit on his face upwind the whole time.
Okay. Race one, talk us through it.
Sam started ahead of me, had a good start.
And then I headed out covering Jack, came into Windward Mark, but unfortunately some pesky rib wake meant that I hit the Windward Mark, so that wasn't ideal.
So he had to do spins and I overtook him.
And who won?
Me.
So because you hit the mark, it's basically breaking a rule, so you had to do
Yeah, so you have to do a 360 at that point.
And
So.
when you say covering, what do you mean covering Jack?
Well, I wasn't sure of my speed or strategy really because there was very few shifts, so I thought I just need to stick near him and try and position against him well to lead into the Windward Mark.
Yeah, but that pesky rib.
Yeah,
It got
pesky
you.
rib got me.
So you're down one.
Yeah.
Talk us through race two.
Well, I just thought I'll try not to panic, just keep things cool and simple, and yeah, so I thought I could see Jack was lining up for port flyer, so that's where he just starts at port end and just goes. So I thought I'll start with him and then tack immediately, which is pretty much what I did. I had a good tack and managed to carry a lot of speed through.
So he was ahead of me as soon as the race started. I then hit him on the ley line, so he ended up winning the race by miles.
By miles?
Yeah,
Not by
even-
miles. Just so some people might not know, what do you mean by ley line?
That's the imaginary line on which you'd tack on to get around the Windward Mark.
The perfect line?
Yes.
Okay, so it's one apiece,
Yep.
so it's all tense. What happened in race three?
Unfortunately, I was at the wrong end of the line at go, and Sam had a very good start.
With our 20-second start countdown, I thought I spotted an opportunity I could do a port flyer. So I went to the port end and did a nice port flyer and carried on going all the way to the starboard ley line on the other side and came in the Windward Mark leading. And then went downwind and didn't hit the Windward Mark this time.
Yay! So you were ahead of him the whole race.
Yep.
And you won it.
Yep.
So overall, you were the winner.
Yeah.
Yay! So Sam won, 2-1. How does it feel to lose?
It feels pretty great. No, I'm joking, obviously. Quite disappointed. Obviously, you know, my life's been kind of leading up to this moment, and to have lost it at this stage is pretty upsetting.
But you can get him back in the lasers later.
Yeah, exactly. I'll let him take the Optimists. He can, and I'll have the lasers.
Okay, perfect.